in just a few seconds, I just want to now open this up to a larger conversation. Priya Sehgal joining us in the studio. Priya, so last week was not an anomaly. It wasn't a one-off. It wasn't a fluke. Bengalis are out in large numbers, 90+% today as well. What do you make of it?
Rishabh, I think, seriously, Bengal is a very politically active state. So, their numbers have always been large, but never such a large turnout. A lot of it is also, I think, because of the SIR exercise, as we discussed in the first phase also. People coming in just to make sure their vote is intact. And, a lot of people from outside have come in to vote. People in urban Kolkata, people who don't really normally go out and vote have also stirred and cast that vote. So, it's going to be very interesting to see where this vote really is going to go, because a lot of people who are voting are scared of SIR, and who do they blame for that? Some people, you could say it could be a vote for change also, Parivartan as they say. So it's going to be an interesting election in such large numbers. Okay, and after that, if it's a hung house, then God help us.
Let's call the facts. The facts are that yes, it's been a record turnout. It wasn't an anomaly. It's happened in the second phase as well. So across rural, north, south, and these are a lot of TMC strongholds, the Paraganas,
this section,
the capital city, that we've seen a large turnout. Okay, that's a fact. The second fact is that overall it has been a calmer, much more peaceful election. There's no denying what we've seen in the past. Can't say zero, but no doubt it has been a calmer, more peaceful election. Now, Priya, if you are Mamata Banerjee and you are saying no, there's rigging in CRPF, we've heard it before. There's a coup. They are trying to, sabotage my flight. We've heard the conspiracy theories before. Okay. But are you slightly nervous today when you look at the turnout figures, when you see all the women, or are you comfortable? No, the women are my vote bank. They're not the BJP's vote bank.
Women, I think she will be comfortable with, because women are really, because in terms of welfare schemes, in terms of reaching out to the women, in terms of political representation, which is what that women's bill is all about, okay, she has been more than fair.
I'm coming straight back to you. First, exit poll numbers on your screen, starting off with Assam. The first two agencies reporting are Access My India and People's Insight. They are both predicting a thumping win for the BJP-led alliance. Nothing special for the Congress in its performance. Pretty much status quo ante. 88 to 100 says Access My India for the BJP, 24 to 36 for the Congress. Nothing much for the others. People Insight says 88 to 96, so a smaller margin. 30 to 34 for the Congress. The mean average of this is 93 for Himanta Biswa Sarma to take back to the assembly with him. 31 for Gaurav Gogoi and the Congress. Not enough by half to form a government in Assam. So these two first polls predicting Assam. Priya, Assam a pretty more straightforward contest.
Definitely, Assam, I am not surprised by these figures. We were expecting Hemanta to do extremely well, and both these polls seem to be indicating that. So, Assam, no surprises really over there in terms of the figures that are coming out. What of course will be interesting to see is, the impact it has on the BJP in terms of a strong CM retaining his hold. I think we'll see that in the choice of later on in choosing chief ministers. I think the experiment of choosing weak CMs will no longer be there. I think this is a sign that Hemanta, one takeaway we can take from Hemanta.
Where does that leave a Gaurav Gogoi? Young figure, he's won Lok Sabha seats for the Congress, which have been so valuable in the last 10 years. Every seat has counted. He's been had a very good association with Rahul Gandhi, had a good record in Parliament. He goes back to take on, his father's protege. Where does he go from here?
Gaurav Gogoi has, he will live to fight another day, I'm sure, because he has youth on his side, which is what Congress keeps saying. Rahul Gandhi's favorite strategy is that I have time on my hands. So Gaurav Gogoi did defend his own constituency, in terms of Jorhat. It was a trophy win for the Congress because in the Lok Sabha, Hemanta and the entire state camped against him, but he did manage to win that. So Gaurav Gogoi has the Tarun Gogoi legacy. He will stay on in the state. I don't see him going anywhere else. But also one more, the importance of Hemanta win, Rishabh, this could perhaps be the only state BJP wins, apart from Puducherry. That's also we have to see. Of course, Tamil Nadu is up for grabs, but if Mamata retains Tamil Nadu, then at least this will be the silver lining for the BJP to talk about.
Only state that the BJP is incumbent in reality, so they keep it. I don't think they're expecting an upset in Tamil Nadu or Kerala. So yes, the upset and the close contest is in Bengal. Quick reaction, Gautam Mukherjee. Is this a reasonable safe bet that you are predicting it, Raja Lakshmi Joshi is predicting it, all the pollsters are predicting it, that Assam is a one-way street. no surprises expected.
Yes, Sarma has done very well. Even as Sonowal's deputy, he did very well. So, in a sense, he's had about 10 years to show a track record, and people are happy with him. So this makes absolute sense. Plus, he's done quite a lot to push back the illegals, take the land that they had occupied. He treats them very differently from the ethnic Muslim. They are left alone to be normal Indian citizens, but he's pretty aggressive with the illegal immigrants, and that has also, I think, gone down well with the public. He's also something of a sort of leading pater familias, though he's a bit young for that, for the entire Northeast. He has enough influence with all the smaller Northeastern states to solve issues like the border problem that two of them had, land problems. Anything comes up, Sarma is very useful. He's the biggest figure in the northeast of India.
Okay, more easily predictable, Rajalakshmi Joshi, as we were just discussing Assam.
Yes, definitely, Rishabh.
Yes.
Like I told you earlier, I'm not surprised. The numbers are almost equal to what I had predicted. So this has been my observation, and this is exactly how I had based my prediction on.
Okay, so a third agency has also come out and it's reported its figures. That's PMark, pretty much the same. Their range is a bit wider, 82 to 92. Remember, you just need 62, 63 to form a government in Assam. So they are saying also that in fact doesn't change the medium by much. 91 for Himanta Biswa Sarma to take back to the assembly, 32 for Gaurav Gogoi, not enough by half as I mentioned. So three agencies are reporting figures for Assam. Sorry, Rajabakshi Joshi, please finish your thought, then I want to move on to the next state.
Yes, Rishabh. See, it was based on these kind of calculations that I had predicted my figures, and I'm absolutely not surprised by the exit polls because this was expected, and I don't see the person Gaurav Gogoi. I think they all messed it up. The way in which they approached the kind of issues and the kind of technical problems that Pawan Khera has fallen into. I think they all messed it up entirely. So they could have definitely taken better issues. They could have actually approached it in a much better way. I think that the Congress is completely losing the plot, and to add to it, I think that Mr. Himanta Biswa Sarma has done an excellent job. So it
okay, so let me pick up that thought as we're waiting for the figures to come out. Matrix is also reporting for Assam pretty much the same. 85 to 95 is the range for the BJP, Congress 25 to 32, and 6 to 12 for the others. So it's that's four agencies who are predicting the same range, pretty much verbatim across the board in Assam, that it is going pretty comfortably to Himanta's team over there, and the BJP returns to power in Assam. How important is this, Priya, in the larger scale of things? Because 2024, people argued, listen, Congress got to 100, okay, BJP couldn't form a government on its own at 272, they needed the NDA alliance. But since then, it's been a one-way street, state after state after state after state. Keeping Assam without any upsets, how important is this?
No, for BJP, every state is important. Even they've been they don't let any election go, as we can see in even West Bengal, Orissa, even states where the BJP has never won before. The BJP is making its mark. So Assam, definitely, it is a very important election. It's also election because holding on to Assam means keeping on your significance in the northeast. So that will also come into play. And as you rightly pointed out, they need to gain a few more ground that they've lost to keep the 272 magic figure. Northeast has helped them a lot thanks to Hemanta. I think it is they don't take any election lightly anyway. So winning Assam is very, very important. And as I told you, you know, they do that maths at the end of the day. Tomorrow's headlines or whenever the results come out, the headlines cannot be BJP 0. So this Assam will give them 1, and if they win West Bengal, then of course that's a whole new headline on its own. But at least they have one safety in their bag.
Okay, so if you let's look at it, Gautam Mukherjee, from the BJP's perspectives. Okay, you want some check marks. Okay, number 1, you want to win in Bengal. Okay, that's the history. So you can almost smell it that we're almost there. We are there. We have got it. You know, it's been a peaceful election. We put in the security. We've done everything. Okay, you want to win Bengal. That's going to be the big ticket on 4th evening when the PM comes out to speak along with now the new BJP President Nitin Nabein, Amit Shah and the others. That's going to be the message. Bengal. We retained Assam. Number 2 story. Number 3 has to be vote share in Kerala. Number 4 has to be the performance of vote share in Tamil Nadu. And number 5 is hopefully a win for them in Puducherry, where they stay. That's for the BJP. Is there any other X factor here that they would love to pull off the bag, or they're a bit troubled about that would concern them if it went wrong?
Well, if they lost Bengal, that would be indeed a great setback. I think they're practically licking their chops and making preparations for the swearing-in ceremony already. So they're that confident that it's happening. So that would be a disaster. But on the other side of the same plate, if they win Bengal, they win a major state in eastern India that sends right now 42 members to parliament, and after the delimitation,
okay. I'm sorry to interrupt you. So let's look at the first poll figures coming out on West Bengal. Okay, wow. This is Chanakya. Chanakya says, look at that.